made it.
Also, really keep forgetting to switch out the squeaky chair for a non-squeaky chair.
Oh.
It's okay. I can't tell if it's one of them or both of them.
This one has tiny squeak. That's the squeak. That's just the squeaky one.
Hi, I'm Judy.
I'm Jenna.
And this is Snack That.
Yep.
We went homemade today again.
We did.
This is an exciting. I don't know. We made marshmallow treats.
Yes.
We can't call them Rice Krispie treats because we, in an effort again for science, did not want to do a traditional Rice Krispie treat.
No.
So we did 6 different cereals. We each made 3. I encountered some issues I wasn't expecting. How about you?
I did as well.
Okay.
It seems like shape is important here.
Yeah, cereal shape is not something you think about being a really big factor in a marshmallow treat.
Well, because online, you look at recipes or just people, big cereal, I don't know, someone's out there saying you can give any cereal the marshmallow treatment. I don't know that that's true.
I have one that I think is going to make us question that hypothesis. For sure.
Yeah.
So, which ones did you do?
Golden Grams, Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Excited for all those.
and Cap'n Crunch with berries.
With berries. Okay, then I did Fruity Pebbles, Snaps, Honey Snaps? Oh my god, what are they called?
Smacks!
Smacks!
Honey
Jesus,
Smacks.
Honey Smacks! Which I forgot existed.
Oh yeah.
But it turns out they are still around.
They are.
They were harder to find though than I was expecting.
Do they still have the frog in the box?
They do still have the frog on the box, which did make them easy to spot when I was looking. And Cracklin Oat Bran.
Wild card one.
Which is a wild card one.
I'd never even heard of the cereal before.
I have a feeling you're probably not alone. We can dive into my personal history with Cracklin Oat Bran and also why we made it into a marshmallow treat when we get to it. I don't know where to start. So we have two fruity.
Yeah.
Cracklin Oat Bran, I don't know. Probably...
The most Rice Krispie adjacent in my mind is the Smacks.
Okay.
Because it's kind of it's a puffed rice,
It
right?
is a puffed rice, yeah, but it's sweeter than Rice Krispie treats and they're a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we start with Smacks?
I would love to.
In an effort to not do as much math as I maybe should have, mine maybe ended up a little more marshmallowy than normal.
I had the opposite problem.
So there you go. But I think ultimately, too much or too little marshmallow, I think, is a negligible fact. It's way too much or way too little that's a problem. I think we both fell within the appropriate range of marshmallow. So, Honey Smacks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a very chewy episode. So, I will say that I obviously had a bunch of leftover cereal. So I did have a bowl of Honey Smacks this morning.
Yeah.
And I forgot that they're not quite as crunchy as
Right.
other cereals.
No, yeah, barely
Yeah.
a crunch.
There's only a little bit of crunch, and I think that might be a bit of a downfall in a marshmallow treat. I think it makes the overall experience a little bit too chewy and too mushy.
I can see that. I really like this though. Like the flavor's good.
Yeah.
You lose the honey. I haven't had Honey Smacks in a while. You lose the honey completely when you cover it with marshmallow.
I agree.
With that said, it's delicious.
It is good. It does taste really good. I just like a little bit more crunch in my marshmallow treat.
It was very chewy.
It's very chewy overall.
I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do Golden Grams next. Okay. I feel like this is
I was gonna say, look at the
I like how
missing
fluffy you
marshmallow.
made them though.
Okay, this is what I was talking about with size matters.
Okay, yeah.
Of your cereal piece because it was very hard to mix evenly.
That makes sense. And they're flat, so they probably stacked or stuck together in weird ways.
Weird shapes happening in when you're trying to squat. I don't know.
I am excited for the texture though.
Yeah.
Alright.
See, this has a crunch
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Mmm.
Golden Grams.
Golden grams are just also so good.
Mm.
I think this works really well.
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder if some of the problems you had would have been fixed with a little bit more marshmallow.
Probably. And I also considered maybe that I should have like done like a light crushing and mix that like just to like really fill the holes created by the like full on squares.
Okay, yeah, a little bit smaller.
Thoughts I had afterwards.
A little bit of breakage to create a tighter treat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think, given the flavor of this, absolutely worth the experimentation to make it work out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because, man, it tastes good.
It does.
I think from there, let's do the Cracklin Oat Bran.
Oh, I can't wait.
So,
look at this.
First up,
it's heavy.
It is really heavy. So, okay, a few things. I grew up eating Cracklin Oat Bran because my mom liked it, but it was like, it kind of was like a more expensive cereal.
Mm-hmm.
And it like bills itself as healthy. It's probably not actually very healthy.
Like it's okay, kind of.
And so my mom didn't buy it very often, and then I would always just eat it dry out of the box, like real fast. It tends to fall apart pretty quick in milk, but outside of milk, it's actually really hard, like quite hard and crunchy.
Very crunchy, yeah.
So concern number one with these is that it's going to be a little bit too hard.
Oh.
Another thing to know, and I had the box, but I guess I put it away, is that they're like kind of big. And they're like rectangle shaped, but with a big hole in the middle.
An odd shape for cereal.
So
very
what
unique.
happened was, I poured them in the tray. Everything looked good. They were coated really nice.
Yeah.
I let them cool for like an hour, and then when I pulled them out of the tray, because of these huge holes, all the marshmallow
just
fell through the bottom. So like the top layer, I was like, ooh, these look really good. Yeah. And then when I pulled them out, the bottom layer, and I'm not even exaggerating, had like a 1/4 inch thick just layer of marshmallow on the bottom, and it was impenetrable. So I had to cut them into like smaller chunks, and then I had to form them into balls with my hand. To sort of redistribute the marshmallow around them, which I actually think is too much marshmallow, because these are like...
It is a lot of marshmallow.
Covered. Yeah, it's like definitely too much marshmallow.
God, that's very funny.
So that is something to be cognizant of. Just a heads up if you want to go for it. Let's see how it tastes.
Let's see.
First thing to note.
Yes.
The moisture... probably of the whole process and then being coated in marshmallow and sitting for a day.
Yeah.
Actually softened these up a little.
It did. Yeah.
I just love the flavor of these so much.
The flavor is what I love about this, for sure.
But the marshmallow is really hard to combat with.
It's a lot of marshmallow. It does kind of bring in that, like, milk...
That's true.
A feeling. But I just feel like... Look... It's not all cereal can get the marshmallow treatment.
I just don't.
It sounds like it just didn't even want to behave from the gate. I think while it did soften these, they're still very aggressive to try to chew through.
It's a lot of work to eat this.
It's really good though.
It is really good. My problem is, unlike with the golden grams, I don't see a way. I don't see solutions to make it work better.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't make this cereal with covering it in melted sugar in mind. It's fine.
Fine. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It does taste good, but
that flavor of those little Cracklin Oat Brans.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up. Go try it.
Not a marshmallow treat
Don't
cereal.
marshmallow it though.
Yeah. Oh, so much sugar.
All right. Well, buckle up.
I know.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, and then we'll do the fruity ones last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch is even like lighter than a Golden Graham.
It is. Yeah.
I think this is going to work out really well. I'm very confident that this is going to be extremely delicious.
This was the batch that I questioned my marshmallow distribution the most.
Interesting.
So I do apologize.
I will say I'm noticing, because the cinnamon on Cinnamon Toast Crunch is so loose, I'm noticing that the marshmallow has like picked up the cinnamon.
It totally did.
And I don't know why, but I feel like it's going to make it better.
Little dimension. I mean,
texturally speaking, this feels the closest to a Rice Krispie treat right now.
You are so right, yeah.
Because it has like the airiness of a Rice Krispie treat, the crunch.
Yeah, it has the airiness that was missing from the Golden Grams for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. That works really well. I do think a little more marshmallow again would have been good, but
This was my bulk operation error.
not even
I
like
take full
I mean,
responsibility.
it's not like it's falling apart or anything though. Like it was pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, literally no complaints there.
It's a king cereal. You can't
It's
go
great.
wrong.
You really can.
Yeah.
All right, Captain Crunch with berries, with
This
crunch
is
berries.
the most beautiful looking one.
It is really pretty.
It just it aesthetically works well.
I know it is a really good looking. I am concerned about the size of the cereal.
This was the easiest to mix.
Well, I guess that
This
makes
was-
sense because
If you notice the distribution of like I had a way
that's a
easier
really good
time
point.
here.
I guess probably the shape helps too. Like a round
Just-
thing is gonna,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Wow. It's been so long since I had this.
It's so good.
Ooh.
You know, this might be superior to eating a bowl of Captain Crunch because the soft, gooey marshmallow is like a roof of the mouth protector because everyone knows that Captain Crunch is like the most rip your mouth to shreds cereal. And I just took a huge bite of this without even thinking about that and nothing.
It's fine.
I
You
think
might be right.
I think we have a protective layer.
And you'd think that possibly coating Captain Crunch in more sugar would be a mistake, but it's not.
No, it's
It
not.
works.
It's so good. This is definitely a more enjoyable way to eat Captain Crunch than the way you're supposed to. I mean, obviously Crunch Berries are superior.
Right.
But I actually think this would be good with just regular Captain Crunch without the Crunch Berries.
I think it would work really well.
I think it would
right.
really be very good.
Yeah.
I can't stop eating it. Or a little bite.
I'm excited for this last one.
This is my all-time favorite cereal, so I am very excited for this.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, Fruity Pebbles. First off, it's so fun and so colorful.
Yeah.
It's really cute, honestly.
This is probably the most Rice Krispie adjacent.
I think so too.
I claimed that for the snacks, but looking at this.
I mean, I think so too. And then also, it was so easy to make.
Mhm.
Like, it was like making
Just
Rice
a
Krispie.
drink.
Like, the consistency is almost 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Like the size and stuff. So. Oh my god.
Yum.
I mean, it helps that Fruity Pebbles are the best.
Yeah, that like slightly lemony flavor.
I do think, though,
Very nice.
it would have been slightly better
Mm.
if I had less marshmallow.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's just like a little sticky or like a little clumpy.
Sure. I'm not mad about it. It's so good.
I'm gonna
It's just like bursting with flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, right? Blah.
Just squeaky chair moment too. What was that?
I
That you
genuinely
wanted to say?
don't remember. I have no idea. It's good. Okay, well, we all know the Cracklin Oat Bran was easily the biggest failure here,
Yes.
which is too bad.
Yeah. Just not built for it.
It's not. Although, that said, if you've never heard of Cracklin Oat Bran, which you haven't, go out and buy yourself a box. Don't worry about milk. Just snack on it out of the box. Try it at least one time.
Yeah.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide. I'd say if I had to, if there was, I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to make the Smacks one again. The flavor was nice, but I just I want the crunch, and it honestly has like virtually no crunch.
That is true.
It was seriously lacking. I'd say the other 4 though are all really fantastic.
Excellent marshmallow cereals.
Yeah. If you like Golden Grahams, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch, or Fruity Pebbles, pick whichever one is your favorite and do it.
Yeah.
It can marshmallow.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
Very well.
I personally really liked the Golden Grahams a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we all know grahams and marshmallows work really well.
Obviously. I think the other thing that's nice about it is it's the least sweet of all of them. So it is easier to eat more of.
On that note, I haven't bought Golden Grahams in a while. The box said retro recipe made with real honey again. So I think maybe that's toning down the sugariness of the cereal because they threw it back to when
I don't know that
they're making it with real honey.
I mean, how old are Golden Grahams? When did they stop using honey? When's the last time I had some? Which kind have I had in the past? There's a lot of unanswered questions here.
There are.
No.
This one.
And is it limited edition made with real honey?
You couldn't buy it without it. It was the only Golden Grahams option. It wasn't like it was like a flavor, you know.
Interesting.
Questions.
Well, it definitely works.
Yes. I'm a big fan. Keep the retro recipe.
Yeah, me too. Big fan. I am gonna try it, even though I know they're gonna taste like crunch berries because they all live in a box together.
Oh yeah, once they get that scent, I'm gonna try it too.
I do think regular Captain Crunch, if you don't like the crunch berries or wanted something a little less sweet, would work. But
yeah,
it's really good with crunch berries.
It just adds that extra berry flavor that's.
And they are cute.
Exciting, yeah.
I mean, the Fruity Pebbles are super colorful, but these are a little bit more dynamic because there's 2 different shapes.
Yeah, the colorful round balls really add something.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to wow your guests, bring a little diversity into your marshmallow treat.
Yes.
Also, now that we know Fruity Pebbles work, obviously Cocoa Pebbles would work.
Obviously.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't stop eating these when I have to. Because I'm going to make myself sick.
Well, that just works really well too. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I can't choose a favorite.
Boo.
Now I'm gonna try.
No.
Yeah. We like them.
Very good.
Alright.
Well,
Subscribe.
bye.